Welcome everyone on this special occasion as we induct one of Australia's greatest ever administrators into the TTA Hall of Fame. The purpose of the TTA Hall of Fame is to recognise outstanding contributions made by individuals to the sport of table tennis. The eligibility requirements are deliberately strict, with the intention of making it very difficult to be inducted. Only the very best over a long period of time will be recognised. The Hall of Fame selection panel and the TTA board are unanimous in their endorsement of today's inductee. I'm very pleased to announce that today's inductee into the TTA Hall of Fame is Glenn Tepper. Glenn enjoyed a long and distinguished administrative career in table tennis over more than 25 years, originally commencing with TTA as National Coaching Director, where he set up the TTA Coach Accreditation System and was the co-author of the TOPS Table Tennis in Schools Program Manual. Glenn also conducted all national training camps and talent ID programs, with many players going on to become national team representatives, national champions, and winning international medals. Glenn then went on to work for ITTF Oceania as Oceania Development Officer, where his key achievements include establishing the Oceania Development Program from scratch as a pilot project, where the success of the program was the precursor to it being replicated worldwide. The program was recognised as the best program amongst all sports by the Oceania National Olympic Committees. Glenn was also instrumental in establishing national Olympic committees in multiple Oceania countries, leading to full Olympic status and being able to compete at the Olympic Games. Glenn then spent 20 years working for ITTF, first continuing as Oceania Development Officer for 2 years, before being promoted to ITTF Development Director for 10 years, and being promoted again to ITTF Deputy CEO, a position he held for 8 years. Key highlights during Glenn's ITTF tenure include setting up the award-winning ITTF development program worldwide, establishing the ITTF Coach Accreditation System, leading the ITTF to become the only sport who has every country on earth as a member, establishing the award-winning ITTF Corporate Social Responsibility Program, and staff recruitment, training, and mentoring, including the majority of current ITTF key leaders and many others who have gone on to make strong contributions to table tennis worldwide. Glenn's sister Kerry was inducted into the TTA Hall of Fame in 2008 as an athlete, making this a historic occasion as it's the first time multiple people from the same family have become TTA Hall of Fame members. On a personal note, Glenn was my manager when I started my working career as Oceania Development Officer. Glenn provided me with the skills, knowledge, and experience that benefited my career and made a positive and lasting impression. Thank you, Glenn. Congratulations, Glenn, on being one of the inaugural administrators inducted into the TTA Hall of Fame. You're a most worthy inductee.
In 1999, I was assigned the role of ITTF Development Director and was given 3 main tasks: to set up a worldwide development program, to set up a worldwide coach accreditation structure, and lastly, to have every country on earth as a member. This final task was more of a dream than a realistic goal at the time, with only 180 members, but I took this seriously and we slowly added a few countries each year in a sustainable manner, providing technical and equipment support. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2011 Qatar Peace and Sport Table Tennis Cup. This is a historic event for table tennis, for peace and linking together with sport.
The 2-day tournament follows on from an encounter between American and Chinese players 40 years ago. In the midst of the Cold War, players from the 2 nations came together to play a series of friendly matches. What was a gesture of peace back then is still relevant today.
The World Cadet Challenge is a unique and special event combining education, training, competition, cultural awareness and social interaction. Players from different countries, languages and religions must learn to work together as a team, and during the training camp they must train with every other team, so it's a great social experiment. Because of the social side of the World Cadet Challenge, I truly believe if there was more events like the World Cadet Challenge, there'd be less wars in the world.
It's a great honour to be inducted into the TTA Hall of Fame. My journey was a long and interesting one, starting on a homemade table in the garage of our Matawa house with my father Merv as coach. Dad was a strong regional tennis player and a reasonable table tennis player who applied the knowledge of legendary table tennis coach Harry Hopman to table tennis, successfully coaching his 4 children to national team level from a small town of 1,000, 4 hours drive from Melbourne, as well as coaching multiple other state and national junior champions. Victorian sub-junior, junior and senior teams led to national team representation for 10 years while studying my Bachelor of Education, specialising in physical education. My playing and physical education background naturally led me to coaching, taking on the Australian National Junior Camps program initially for nearly 10 years and leading to being assistant national coach to Cholan Sun and national men's team captain, as well as coaching a Swedish Division 1 team for 2 seasons and coaching Tahiti national team. With the combination of the developed skills, this naturally led to administration at national, continental and international levels, including Table Tennis Australia National Coaching Director, Oceania Development Officer, ITTF Development Director, and finally ITTF Development Deputy CEO. Highlights included setting up the multi-award winning ITTF Development Program, the ITTF Coach Accreditation Structure, including writing the ITTF Level 1 Manual, and achieving a 20-year goal of having every country on earth as a member, being the first and only sport to achieve this to date. My journey currently continues as Asia Table Tennis Union Projects Director. This journey has taken me to over 100 countries, and I've been extremely fortunate to have spent most of my working life and over 3 decades working in the sport we all love and making many friends of different language, race, religion, culture throughout the world through table tennis. My father was the driving force from the beginning, while at TTA level, Ron Mole and Cholan Sun provided great guidance and education. At ITTF level, I was fortunate to have Adam Sharara as a great mentor for over 20 years, but thanks must also go to all the players, coaches, administrators and staff I've worked with over the years, including several current TTA officials such as CEO Scott Houston, who worked with me as Oceania Development Officer, and Craig Hayes, who attended multiple national junior camps I led. Once again, thank you, Table Tennis Australia, for this great honour. Thanks very much.